Good evening, and thanks for tuning in to the JVP Detective Show. Today, our reporter James is on the street getting the word about what retention means to social workers. James, are you there?
My name is James, and I'm a Bachelor of Social Work student at the University of North Texas, located in Denton, Texas. I am here at the Embassy Suites located in San Marcos, Texas, where the NASW, or the National Association of Social Workers, are holding their 38th annual state conference. Come with me inside as I ask some of the conference participants their take on social work retention. This is Larry. He's the president of the NASW Texas, and this is Miss. Yay. And I'm just going to ask them their take on what do we need to do to retain social workers?
First thing is just simply pay us, but as social workers, we have to demand that. So we deserve to be paid with that. What do you think, Lori?
Yeah, I think sometimes that, I agree with Larry 100%, that we don't look at pay. You should look at your skill base. We have a great skill base. If you put in just the skills we have as social workers, that we would come out as executive directors, they would look at those things. And executive directors don't do it for avowed poverty. We should not do that. The other thing I think is a part of retaining yourself as a social worker is self-care. You've got to take time. The whole adage of putting the oxygen mask over your own face first and then bringing it to your brother and sister. You can't help your brothers and sisters if you haven't taken care of yourself first. The last thing I think is self-identifying. I've been a VP at different places and, a vice president, but I always say, but in real life, I'm a social worker. If we self-identify and we advocate for our own profession, that's how we make our professional model retain.
I think even through NSW, since we're at the conference, I think NSW has done well with that the last few years. Putting that to the forefront, the Reinvestment Act says we have to promote our own profession. Yes, we advocate for our clients. We always do that. But let's kind of learn to advocate for ourselves, our profession. We deserve.
That's right. I think, we've seen that a lot with the nursing profession. They did a great job when they started advocating for themselves in case management. Well, they took over a lot of our case management jobs. The foundation of case management is in social work. We started case management, and they've taken those jobs away from us. It's our turn to take back those jobs and to advocate for ourselves for those higher paying jobs. The last thing that we need to really look at is how we mentor being our brothers and sisters, bringing them up as colleagues. In the nursing profession, a lot of times they say they eat their young. I think in social work we do something very different. We bring our brothers and sisters along. And being a mentor to younger social workers, either traditional or non-traditional students is a way to get back to the program. Also encouraging it. That's how you stay invested as an older, more mature social worker.
That's a good word. I like that.
Social worker. That we're more mature social workers. That's our way to reinvest in our profession also. And it keeps us energized to stay and retain ourselves in the profession.
Thank you, James, for that wonderful report. Next on the show, we will have an interview with a social worker whose identity has been hidden.
Feel that social work has to look like for you to consider returning as a practicing social worker?
Actually, it's not so much the field that we need to change. I mean, if they came up with more stable forms of income or better pay, either one of those, but also the change in my own personal life as my kids are now getting out of my pocket and I'm becoming less responsible for others. I might even move back into it. It's a possibility.
Would you think about possibly moving back into it? Would you consider working with youth, or would you want to return to substance abuse?
I would have a preference of working with youth, something dealing with the kids, something like that.
If you enjoyed tonight's JVP Detective Show, please tune in next week as we talk about careers in the social work field.